now we're given the graph, and I have to go backwards. I have to figure out where does the graph start, and what does it do? So here, what x value is this? X is what at this point? -1. Is the graph going left or right? So what numbers are to the left of -1? Yeah, numbers less than. Does the graph equal -1? Okay. What's the slope? Like, what's it doing from this point to that point to that point? Down 1, left 1. So that'd be like -1 over -1, right? If I went this way, would I be going up 1, right 1? So my slope would be, so that means this is a slope of 1x. If this line continued, what would the y-intercept be? Yeah, 0, right? If it continued, it would go through the origin. So then this line is kind of like 1x plus 0. What about this line? Where does this graph pick up? What x value is this? So now, does it ever equal 1? Yeah, it does, right? Because it's closed. What's my slope here? I go up 1, and so what's that make my slope? And if I took that backwards, it'd be like down 1, left 2. If this continued that way, it goes through 3 halves or 1.5. I know, it's nasty. So your y-intercept is 3 halves. It's not hard, right? Just different. Okay, the next one. How many breaking points does the next graph have?
Is that all we have to do?
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
I thought we had like 2 actual problems.
We're done. How many breaking points? Yeah, 2. So how many graph pieces do I need? What's the first? Where do the graph pieces break up? What's this first breakup? So when I look at this, I know -2 has to go into my points. So if I start here, this is -2, and all the numbers to the left, which is less than. So that's your little arrow like this. And it's open, so it's just x less than. And what is y for all these numbers less than -2? Yeah, it's all, y is always just -3. So isn't that kind of an easy? It's just -3. Y doesn't ever change. So the next one picks up at -2. Does it equal -2? It does. Where's this graph end? Does it equal 4? How many am I going up and over? Yeah. Where does it go through? So this is just x. Because whatever x is, y is. This graph picks up at, is it including or not including? So x is now bigger than 4. And what's the function doing? What's y doing? Is it going up and over it all? No, y is always going to be what? 5, right? So you could make it like fancy and put the little bracket there, but really, that's all we did. See, you thought the graphing part was easier before I told you about how to do this, but I think the backwards part is easier. Your homework is in the book again. I did screenshot the image, and I already set her mind to send it to you at 2:35. So it will come through your mind today. If you don't have your book or don't want to take your book, you don't need draft paper because you're not drafting.